Yeah, so I made this website, KickballIQ, to kind of help with coaches and club teams for youth soccer. But yeah, so this video will just kind of be walking through the features. There's a lot, and it can be a little overwhelming at first, but we're going to start with the player view here and walk through some of the stuff. So initial setup, I have to create the team, and then I'll create a team admin, which and give you a username and password. From there, you can add all the users on your table or your players on your team, and then when they authenticate, this is what they'll see. So this page here is full of topics and learning materials for them. You can assign or unassign this depending on which ones you like. They range in difficulty. Some are more beginner friendly, some are more a little more advanced. But you can assign topics to your kids and then have them take quizzes on it to prove they did it. So when they authenticate, they'll see all the topics up here that the coach has assigned. If they click through it, there's reading material. They go through, they read it, they get comfortable enough to where they feel like they can take the quiz. And then they can take the quiz. I'm not going to take the full thing, but essentially, if they get an 80%, it'll move to their completed section here on the home page, so they'll know they're done with it. Uh, and that's mainly it for this page. I am adding more topics, and you can choose on the team admin side which ones are relevant to your team and which ones are not. Another cool thing here, so if we go to their profile, uh, a lot of teams like to track stats. We track beat tests, juggles, and runtime with our team. So uh, every practice, well, not every practice we do juggles and we track that. But like beat tests, we might do once a week. Long run, we might do once a week. And then we track each individual kid's stats, and then they can keep track of like their progress over the course of the season. This is a demo account, so these aren't real players, but you get a feel for what the feature is. Also on this page, you'll notice this note section down here. So this is just so coaches can leave notes for players, like say you want to give them some praise or congratulate them on breaking a record or something like that. Another good example that I just did with my team. There's a few kids that are struggling with juggle, so I sent them a note that was essentially it had a YouTube video breaking down like what they should practice at home and kind of the proper technique for juggling so they can improve there. Also, they can view their game stats. So again, you might want to recruit a parent or an assistant coach to kind of help track this during the game. We'll probably do ours from reviewing film and adding them in. But yeah, the kid will be able to see um, all their stats over the course of the season. The same note view down here is nothing different here. Also, they can see their quiz history. So they can see, oh, I know this one. I know this one. I might need to work on this one, study this one a little more. So that's what the view is. And then this part's bad. It's just a change password. I need to update this, but might have more player settings in the future. So I haven't done it yet. But yeah, high level, this is the player view, and this is kind of what they'll see. So up next here, I'm going to log in as a coach and show you what you'll see on that end. All right, so this is the coach view. There's a lot more in here, so we'll just start on this page. So when you authenticate, this is where you'll land. When I first create you an account or a team, I'll make you a username password. You'll sign in, and then you'll kind of get this view, and you'll have to go in and add your players one at a time. So name, username, you'll set their password. They can change this later. You can also add like an assistant coach. They'll get the same privileges that you have, or like a parent if you need help recording stats, that type of stuff. And then when you create them, they'll show up down here. Uh, there's also this note feature. So once you have your players, if there's like a note that you want to send the multiple players at once or across the team, you can do this here. I like to give out like bounties, so I just put out a $10 bounty for any kid that can do around the world by the end of August, and I shared a YouTube link with a link of like breaking down how to do it. But if there's any like team-wide communication or patterns we want to address, you can do that here in this all note section. Uh, then if we look at each row here, so each row is a player, we can click into player, see the same profile view that they see when they log into their accounts, the game stats and the quiz history, the notes down here as well. And then you can, with each one of these icons, do something different. So this is just to edit the user's name or their username if you need to do that for some reason. If you need to reset your passwords, what the little key here is. If you want to add a note for a specific player and not team-wide, you can do that at this level. And then you can also delete players, make you confirm so you don't accidentally do it. You can also see like kind of basic information, like how many quizzes they've completed, their logins, and how last time they were active, all that kind of stuff. Uh, and then also there's this quiz result tab, so you can see every quiz that everyone on your team has taken. You click into it, see the questions they got wrong, and this is where if like maybe several kids are missing the same question or clearly not understanding something, you can kind of address that at your next practice. Um, but yeah, so that's this page. I think I covered everything here, so we'll kind of move on to the next one. This teams page. So you can be an admin for multiple teams. This is just a demo account with one team on it, but if you click into that, you can see this is kind of like your team-wide board. So if you want to see everyone's stats and all in one place, this is where you do that, so you can see the full history. A lot of times I'll use this in practice now. A lot of kids want to know, like, oh, did I beat my record from last practice or from earlier in the season? And this is a view that makes it easy to do that. Also here, I had a leaderboard so you can see for each section here, like, all right, who has the highest ever beep test, and what's the best like average? It ranks them here. And then you can do that with all the stats. So that's another just a good information to have handy. And then this one here is so this is where you will manage what your kids see and what stats you want to track. So I add all these on the like super admin side, and new topics and new stats will be coming, and you can also request them. But essentially, if there's like a topic you don't care about or you don't want your kids to see, you can remove it. If there's a stat, so you're not tracking juggles at practice and you're also not tracking shots in your game, you check that, uncheck that, and then when I go back and pull up Avery here, you'll see I no longer have juggles. Game shot or game stats no longer has shots. So you can kind of manage what's relevant and what you care about on each individual team here. I am going to check this back though, so I don't forget later and then wonder why it's not there. But yeah, so that's kind of it on the teams page here. I think I covered everything, so we'll hop on over to practice stats. All right, so this one, I pull this up every practice, so we track juggles every practice. So when they do their juggles, then I'll have them come over and tell me what they got. I can track it here, save it. You can also mark if people are absent or present. Also, on that stats section I mentioned, if you didn't have juggles, it wouldn't display here. If you had another stat, it would display here. It's another place too where you can add notes if, like, you notice something specific at practice and you don't want to forget, you can jot down the note here on your phone, so it'll share with the kid as well. Same functionality as on the dashboard page. And then game stats, this is where you will probably need a parent or assistant coach to track this stuff for you, or if you're doing, we'll probably do ours in film review. But yeah, same concept. You go through, you fill it in, save it. Also a cool feature too is like you can go back and this is a demo account, so I don't know when all this stuff was seeded, but you can go back and modify this at any time. I'm just trying to find one, but I might not be able to. But yeah, it'll pre-fill when you select the date for the game or the practice, so you'll be able to change values if you make a mistake or that type of thing. And again, note feature here as well. Yeah, that's it for this. And then next up is this lineups feature. So this one's pretty cool. So if you're a coach, before a game, you usually want to plan a lineup, have something set up there. So actually, before I do that, we're going to hop here. So before you even build a lineup, I highly recommend going to this player position. So you'll go through it, and each of your players, you can basically mark. You can do all formations. If you run like a 4-4-2 and only care about that, it'll only show the positions for that formation. You can go through and you check each box for the position you feel comfortable with that player playing in the game. Once you do that, you can come over here and do a new lineup, choose your formation, and then it pre-fills all the players in each position for you, so you don't have to do that on the fly and it's saved. You can also experiment and add new ones if you want to, but we're not going to do that for this. All right, so this is your board here. So this is our starting lineup. So you have like your strikers, your left mid, center mid, right mid, left back, right back, center back, goalies. And you can either click a player and then click to the position, or if you just click the drop down, it'll show you the players that you had selected in that other view. And you can go through, you can set a lineup. Do that real quick here. Bear with me. And then, almost there, two more. All right. And then you can also, so this will be my starting lineup. And then if I want to like get into substitutions, I can say, all right, I'm going to replace Kai with Logan. It'll show as like this is a substitution. So you can have like a plan going into the game and just have that set up ahead of time. You can also save these. So you have to give it like a lineup name, then you can save it. And you can also make it public. If you don't make it public, only you will be able to see it when you save it. If you make it public, then other coaches on your team or other admins on your team will be able to see it. And then if we go back to like this lineup view, so you can see like this is a view that someone else made. I can load it up. This is a read-only version since I didn't make this lineup. I can duplicate it if I want to make tweaks, but I can also like comment, leave notes, ask questions, that type of stuff. Uh, so yeah, just handy for game prep. And then like the ones that I created will load here, and then I have edit access, so I can do whatever I want to it. I think that's it for this feature. The next one here, getting close to the end, but next one here is the whiteboard. So this one you can just make a snapshot. It's literally just a whiteboard. You can set your positions. So depending on the formation, you're going to have different positions. Like for instance, in a normal 4-4-2, you're not going to have the 6 or 10 position. So you can see like the center mid, your 8. That's kind of what these numbers represent over here, but you can toggle this to your needs and your liking if you use a different system. But then you can kind of just like set up different game situations. We'll say, all right, our left back did like an overlapping run, carry the ball up here, kind of adjust everybody else. Our nines are going to be up here type of thing. And then say we notice like, oh, in the game, our midfield was like pushing the line up here or something like that. Everybody else is up. Or like any kind of pattern you notice where it's like, oh, something was off, or like we get killed in this situation, we need to review this. You can then save it and make it public, similar to the other feature. You can add notes, and then you can also reset if you just want to go back to the beginning. But the thought is you can mock up different whiteboard sessions, have them saved so you remember to review them later, and then you can kind of load them in here and see. And also, it's like the same as other teams. If you don't make it public, or same as the lineup feature. If you don't make it public, other people won't be able to see it when you save. But if you make it public, your other team admins can view it and review it and leave comments. Let's see, and then the last couple parts here. So this is topics. So all the topics available are here, not the ones that you enabled. So if you're reviewing, you're not sure if you want to add a topic for your players to take or not, you can go here and look through all of them and decide. You can read it, see all the content. You can view the quiz and answer. You don't take it, but again, it's for review, so you can go through and decide, like, all right, I want my kids to take this topic and be familiar with it. And then lastly here, the terrible change password settings page that I need to address. But yeah, only other couple other call outs real quick is, so I only have 3 stats currently, but I'm going to add more, and I can easily do that with my user account. So if there's like a stat you want to track that's not on here, I can set that up. Just let me know. If you're wanting access, I am looking for more users. Currently free. Trying to get more users, get feedback on it, and continue to grow and expand the features. But if you have any, please throw some in the comments. And if you would like access to your team, just reach out. Outside of that, appreciate it. See ya.